Hello friends! Today I am building a loft for my main character's best friend, Cami Berman. Both of these characters, along with Cami's girlfriend, Charlotte, are in fine arts in the novel. And of the group, Cami is the most devoted to what she is studying. She's always been really passionate about painting and filmmaking, so for this loft, I wanted her to be surrounded by her work and other items that would inspire her. Now, in the actual loft, there are a lot more windows, but EA hates creativity. I'm kidding. But they've made it really difficult to get too creative with apartments in the game. I did think about building this as a bungalow rather than an actual apartment, but I'm planning on playing in this world a bit, and this character needs to be in an apartment in the city. So here we are, working with what we've got. As someone who's really devoted to her creative pursuits, Cami is also pretty messy. I know that when I'm in the thick of it, writing or editing or painting, I can get lost in what I'm doing and my surroundings can get a little bit chaotic. I definitely took a bit from myself when I was designing this place. Of the living spaces in The Sims that I've built over the years and decorated, I think this wound up fitting into probably my top 10 for favorites, just because of how homey it feels to me and how much I could see myself living in a similar place. Cami, however, is not like me. She's very extroverted and very confident. These traits aren't annoying though, as some might expect them to be. She sometimes is a bit on the loud side, but generally she's just kind of a magnetic person who finds it easy to pull people into her circle and have them love her. In another life, she could probably be a cult leader. So yes, you will see a fair bit of clutter around her place because she is a mess. Unfortunately, I couldn't get one of those industrial loft doors. If you've ever watched Queer as Folk, think Brian Kinney's loft. That's what I had in my head. I put something similar, I think it's supposed to be like a garage door on the wall with graffiti. Though I just realized I didn't actually try with the door after my failed attempt with adding and removing windows, so maybe it would work. Oh well, I put one of the doors on the bathroom so the visual is in there anyway. The other sad thing about apartments in The Sims is that you can't share the apartment itself to the gallery, so if you want to play in this, you can't just download an apartment. You have to save it as a room and upload it that way. I haven't done this yet because I've never done it before, and you'll see this loft has some CC, resizing cheats, so I'm just worried that it'll be completely destroyed in the sharing process. But you can check out my other builds via my name on the Sims gallery, which is iGoblin. It's an old nickname from when I had green hair. And I will see about loading this as a room if anyone really wants to take on the challenge of downloading it and placing it into an apartment block and making up for whatever CC is in there. While I've got you here and I'm building this artsy loft, I guess I could give you a bit of a life update that I'm excited about. I can't say too much yet, but I am working together with a friend to get a creative collective and studio space up and running over the next few months, hopefully, so everything is good to go by the time we are vaccinated and living life again. This means that I'll have a place outside of my home to create art and videos and expand on my channel here in a way that I really didn't expect to be able to do so soon. My mind has just been going wild lately with the possibilities, and it's a really great feeling. Kind of scary too, when suddenly you have like all the possibilities. You're like, oh, okay, I've really got to shape up and do the thing now. Around 7 years ago now, when I was still living in Winnipeg, I was lucky enough to have my art event drawn and plastered be a part of a studio there called Outworks. And while there were some youthful failures involved in that endeavor, it was also one of the best times of my life. I just look back on it and remember feeling like I really was where I was meant to be as part of that creative group. So I'm really looking forward to having that again and applying the experience and growth that I've had over the past 7 years to make it into something really amazing. In other more pertinent updates, I also want to let you know that I am editing A Time When Demons. It's been a few videos since I did a check-in about that, I think, but to let you know where I'm at, I am about 70% finished my first run-through of the novel. It's just to make general notes. I'm catching as many grammar and spelling errors as I can, and like duplicate words where I use a word too much, like within one or two pages. but I'm mostly focusing on consistency, crossing out things I immediately dislike, making notes of what I think I need more or less of, and with this book, it's a lot of needing more since it was a speed draft. So I'm marking down where totally new chapters could fit in that will add more to the story, and loosely noting what would be included in those chapters. It's pretty daunting, especially since this is the easiest part. This first run through, just looking at my notes and what I need to do next. So like what I need to do next is horrifying. My goal for this year with writing is to complete this manuscript, get it to a place where I can start querying, and then complete the first draft of my novel Sinterra, which I've been working on for 1.5 million years. Then when NaNoWriMo rolls around again, I'll either take that time to edit Sinterra, or I'll start a new piece altogether. I'll probably start something new. I am really hoping to have a few different young adult and new adult works to shop around over the next couple years. Okay, we have arrived at the last little bit of this build, the balcony. I know it's not quite as flashy as the inside of the apartment, but I was just thinking back to various friends' places or acquaintances' apartments where you have a really cute interior with more of a relaxed hangout area, outdoors, a bit of an afterthought, but still cute in its own way, just a bit more basic. People would go out here to smoke, cook up some food, but mostly spend their time inside the apartment itself. I also remembered The Sims has neon signs when I got to this part and had to outfit the place a little. One of my best friends currently has a neon obsession, and I'd be lying if I didn't say it has served as a bit of inspiration for Cammie's living space. At the very end of the build here, I'm just going to switch to Cammie's view and give you a walkthrough, such as it is. If you're a Sims tuber and are able to do these smoothly, as it seems all the name Sims tubers can, please let me know your secret. And we are done for the day. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel. If you haven't seen my last video, we are in the midst of Project for Awesome right now. And I'm speaking up for NaNoWriMo, trying to help them get some more funding for the year ahead so that they can keep doing all the amazing work that they do. I won't go into it too much because I just did a whole video on it. So please check that video out. It's free to vote. You don't have to make an account or anything, and you can vote on every video in the NaNoWriMo category to make your opinion really count. Voting is going until 11:59 a.m. Sunday, so the day this comes out, February 14th. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, say hello in the comments down below, and I hope that you are having a day that is as wonderful as you are. Bye!